Hello guys, and welcome back to a new ADV adventure. Today is December 19th. I already shot this video at the end of November, thinking that it would be the last riding day of the season, but looks like I was wrong. So today, look, it's sunny. It's -2 in Toronto. And I couldn't miss this day to go and do a little bit of riding. It rained in the last 2 days. So I hope the streets are a little bit clear from the white dust, the white liquid that they put in the salt they put on the street. So this will be my well, I'm not hopeful, but looking at the weather, I think it is the last day of riding of 2024. So it's as I said, -2, feels like -5 with the wind chill. I guess it's a little bit colder on the bike. I have 3 layers on, so the jacket is the third one, all the vents closed, visor closed, 3 layers on the bottom. So just left home. It's not too cold right now. Feels so good to be on the bike. This will be my 2024 first year of riding impressions. So as you guys know, if you look at my videos and you follow my channel, I started my riding at 47 years old, and I got my license on April 3rd. I got my KLX300 on March 25th. I already had my G1, but so I got my G2, as they say in Ontario, on April, and I started riding. I got this big bike in May, so not even maybe 2 months later. So what I did, I started riding on a KLX300. I went to the trails, I went in the city, I went off-road, but the thing is, I soon came to realize that here in the southwestern Ontario, to get to good trails from where I live, which is Toronto, it's taking more than an hour and a half of riding to the trails. So I tried to do that with the KLX a couple of times. Actually, I rode that up until 3,000 kilometers, I think. So it became a little bit hard to do that with a small bike. Like we're not in the region where we are very close to the trails, or like near the mountains or stuff like that. So to get to the good riding, well, yeah, I guess some of the off-road trails and stuff, you have to travel. So I started doing that with the trailer, with the KLX, but you have to put the bike on the trailer and then I have to drive an hour and a half, 2 hours to the trails, 2 hours on the trails, and then another 2 hours of riding back home. So it's more driving than riding, basically, if you're trying to do that. The guys who are lucky enough to have like mountains very close to home or good trails, I guess a dual sport is more than enough. But I decided to get this. I looked at the Touareg, the Aprilia one. I looked at the Tenere. I looked at the Suzuki 800D. This was not even on my radar for a long time. I jumped on the Tenere. It was too high for me. I like the Aprilia. I almost put like a down payment on it. I was very close to buying it. 800D, I didn't really like sitting on it. I don't know why. And I just tried this and I bought it. Though it's not as light as the Aprilia one. I felt like I'm more comfortable on it sitting, and also because of the reliability and the dealer network availability. I went with Honda. So that's the story of getting this one. So getting to the riding impression of the first season. I had good days, I had bad days, but even the bad days, I count them as learning days. So basically, I took the advantage of not good days where I had to, or I dropped the bike, or I got stuck in the mud, or stuff like that, to learn what I have to do. And now I feel more comfortable, way more comfortable. Like, for example, the small bike, the KLX, feels to me like it's a mountain bike now compared to this one. Move it around. I have to take it to more trails to get like a little bit more speed on the trails, but I feel like I progressed a lot in this year. It was very shaky even on the small KLX at the beginning. I didn't want to ride on the street. I'm still not riding on the highway. I mean, like, if it's really early in the morning and there's not much traffic, I do ride on the, like, if I leave at 6 or 7 a.m. from home, I ride on the highway, but not if it's like middle of the day or whatever. I prefer back roads, even if maybe it takes longer. I don't think so, not in Toronto, but anyway. So I think I'm still on the learning curve. Even this bike, when I got it, I dropped it in the first day, stopped at the intersection, put my foot down, looking the other way, and I just dropped it. I didn't have hand guards on, and I broke the clutch lever. I had to replace it. Now I've replaced both. So yeah, I have like 9,100 on this one kilometers, and I have like around 4,000 on the other one, the KLX 300. Cybertruck. So have a bit of kilometers. Did a lot of loops here in Ontario. I'm still waiting. Not waiting, but waiting for the next season. I want to take longer trips. As I went with this bike was 600 kilometers in a day. On road and off road was so. I still don't. It's not like I don't feel comfortable. It's like every time I go, I know I'm gonna go in the woods off road. I have a little bit of unease about what's gonna come up in the woods, and if I can handle what's coming up. Most afraid I'm of the deep mud. I got stuck 2 times with a smaller bike, not with this one, but with the smaller bike I got stuck, and it took me like a long time to get it out of the mud. Yeah, that's one of the things of me going off-road. But I went with this, not very difficult stuff, but not only fire roads. I took it to a little bit more difficult stuff than fire roads. So I'm starting to get comfortable with it. Didn't change the tires yet. I'm still running the stock tires, the Karoo Street. They did okay up until now, but I already got some 50/50 or 60/40 tires. I guess they're sitting in the garage waiting for the spring, so I can replace them. I still have a couple of kilometers on this one left, so I'm like, I don't know if I want to replace them or run this until, but I want to do more off-roady stuff, so probably I'm gonna replace them when the full season starts. So yeah, my first year of riding as a beginner, it was pretty good. I can't complain. It went pretty smooth. No major accidents. No major fallings. I always go with the full gear on, unless I do single track, which I go slow and I don't ride full gear. Like I ride with some knee protectors and elbow protectors and body armor, but that's pretty much it. So no major, pretty happy with it. Follow the rules on the street. I'm trying to keep my distance. Not a lot of filtering. It's not even allowed in Ontario, in Canada, but try not to do a lot of it. Very happy with this motorcycle, very happy with my KLX. This one I love. I upgraded with like a lot of stuff on it. Also the KLX, I upgraded it. not too much investment, just like crash bars, skid plate, foot pegs, hand guards, and that's pretty much it. So what can I say? I took that bike, the KLX, on harder stuff. You can see it on my channel. I took this one in not that hard stuff, but I also took it off-road. Also, you can see it on my channel, and I'm pretty happy with my riding season. I progressed. I become addicted though, which is I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but now I become addicted every time I'm in the house. I feel like I want to jump on the bike. I want to go. So like the winter season here in Ontario, it's killing, in the meaning that, like at least in southern Ontario, Toronto, when there's no snow and it's cold, there's not much you can do. It's too cold to ride. There's salt on the streets. There's no snow to go skiing. Like last year it was pretty bad with the snow. So and there's a lot of traffic, but in the winter there's not much you can do. So yeah, that was my impressions on the first season of riding in Ontario, Toronto. I guess I'll see you in the next season, hopefully with exciting stuff. And thank you guys for being on my channel.